What's up, you guys? I'm Kiara Selena, and in today's video I'm going to share my experience in home care and basically just the pros and cons of working in home care. What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel, Nursing with Key, where I make a whole bunch of nursing related videos sharing tips and tricks that I've learned along my journey to help you guys have the smoothest nursing. Today I'm kind of just going to explain the whole procedure, like how I got a job in home care, like the training and all of that, and basically why I ended up leaving. So not too long ago, I actually applied for a job online for a home care position, a home care nursing assistant position, because I got to a stage where I was pretty much done with my theory. I was getting closer. I'm getting closer to the finish line, so I'm like nearly done nursing school, and I wanted to start getting experience in the field so that I wouldn't struggle too much to get a job once I graduate, and also just because I want to be a better nurse. So I really wanted to start practicing and really getting out there. So I applied for multiple jobs. I applied for jobs in hospitals, facilities, and also home care. I got a call back from a home care company, and they'd called me in for an interview. So it was basically the same process. Like the whole interview thing was kind of like the same process that I had to go through for the job that I currently have. But yeah, they called me in for an interview. I went in for the interview. The first interview was like about an hour long, basically just explaining the salary, how things work, to get to know me and stuff like that. And then I was called in for a second interview, which was like 15 minutes long. That was kind of just like confirming that I got the job and whatever. And I'm really sorry if you guys can hear like the birds chirping and stuff. Like, I'm outside. It's really nice outside. This doesn't happen often in Canada, so I'm trying to enjoy the weather as much as I can, especially because I work a lot. But yeah, then I got the job. I had a 3-day training period, so I had to go in every day. The training was like 8 hours long. It was like a full class. So we kind of just spoke about how the company started and how things worked, and we kind of watched like videos that CNAs that worked for that company made, basically just sharing their experiences and things like that. So that was 3 days long, and then once it was time for me to actually start working, that's kind of where everything started getting a little iffy. Once the training was done, I actually had to wait for them to find a patient that basically fit in my schedule. So I had like certain hours that I was available to work because I was in school. I was like finishing up my theory, and I was still in school, and I was finishing school 4 in the afternoon. So they explained to me that there weren't many evening or night shifts. Well, there were night shifts, but there weren't many evening shifts. Most people needed workers for mornings and afternoons. So that was kind of like a no-no for me, and that made it really hard for them to find someone for me. So I was waiting for like 3 weeks for them to find me someone. They found me someone, but then canceled, and then like it was just like a lot of drama. So already I was kind of just like turned off by the whole home care thing, because I'm like, I need to work. Like, yes, we like to help people and stuff, but we still have bills to pay. And like these people who are sending us bills, like our phone companies and like all of that, they don't care whether or not you have a job. You have a bill to pay, and the bills are going to keep coming whether or not you're working. So a kid needed money, and I was waiting for way too long. So I started just like looking for other options, because like already I was, like I said, turned off by the whole situation. My experience with home care, I'm just gonna say that it's very, very slow paced. Like, for me, it's super slow paced. You have one client. By the time you get there, you kind of just like bathe them, help them change, get them something to eat. You guys might watch a show or a movie or something together, and then it's pretty much time for them to go to bed. And I'm talking like afternoon, evening shifts. So it's like there's not really, for me, I didn't feel like I was getting like actual nursing experience. Like I didn't feel like this was gonna help me at all. Like, it was kind of just like, yeah, it was nice to help people, but I just felt like I was kind of just like taking care of my grandma or taking care of my grandpa. I didn't really feel like I was nursing or anything like that. So when I like to do things like way in advance. So I've already done my research, like went on Indeed, went on a whole bunch of like job websites to kind of just look and see what employers are looking for when I'm employing nurses or hiring nurses. And a lot of them want people who have experience, and this is why I applied for the CNA job. But I didn't feel like working in home care was going to help me at all later on in life when I wanted to work in a facility or a hospital. So if you're a nursing student or a new CNA and your plan is to work in home care, like that's what you want to do, then by all means go for it, get experience in home care or whatever. But if you actually plan on working in a facility or working in a hospital, home care isn't going to do anything for you. It's nice to do home care, but it's kind of just like taking care of your grandma or taking care of your grandpa. I didn't really feel like I was nursing. So if you work in home care and you're used to taking care of one patient, when you're thrown into a facility or a hospital where you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, sometimes more patients to take care of, you're going to be completely lost. So I don't really regret leaving home care, because now I work in a facility where, you know, I'm learning time management. I've mastered time management. I remember my first day, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I had 4 patients on my first day and I was completely lost. Now I can take care of 10 patients, 15 patients in a day, and that's like basic care, sometimes wound care, that's catheter care, that's administering medications, and like I'm able to do everything that I have to do and still have time to kind of like relax for like a good hour before my shift is over. So, and I really feel like I'm really getting that nursing experience. I'm administering medications. So we do patches sometimes, like NitroDare patches. We do wound care. We do catheter care. We give oral medication. I'm able to give insulin shots. I'm able to take sugar levels, like sugar tests and stuff like that, glucose tests. So even though I'm not really doing all the fun nursing stuff, like I'm still getting a lot of practice. And like I said, I'm learning time management because I have a lot of patients to take care of, and I really feel like I'm getting that practice. And I feel personally, for me, if I was an employer looking for, you know, a new nurse, I would definitely pick the person who has that kind of experience working in a facility over someone who's worked in home care. And in home care, you don't even give medication. Well, in the company that I was working for, we didn't give medication. We reminded the patient that they had to take their medication, but we didn't actually administer or give any type of medication. So like I said before, if you are planning on working in home care, then by all means go for it. But if you are planning on working in an actual hospital, especially if you plan on doing things like ER or doing things like ICU or labor and delivery or like anything like that, that's very like fast paced, that is not going to help you in no type of way, because it almost doesn't even feel like you're working. It kind of just feels like I said, like you're just taking care of a loved one, like a grandma or grandpa or something. So if you want to work in a facility, definitely try to get experience. Try to get experience at a residence or like nursing home, long-term care, or try to get a job in a hospital. And if you can, try to get a government job and start paying into your pension, guys. Like, I didn't think about this before, but I actually have an auntie who works in a hospital, and she was talking to me about this. And like, I work in a place that's half government and half private, and the money that I make doesn't go towards my pension. It doesn't help with my pension at all. But she was telling me to get a government job at a hospital, like a government hospital, so that I can start paying into my pension, which will help me later on. And like I said, I'm super young. I'm 21 years old, so to start paying into my pension now is like really good. So if you can get a government job at a hospital or a government owned facility or something like that, definitely go for that. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.